Hey folks, this is Hassan Shariq, and today we are going to talk about the different reasons why a visitor visa application can be refused. So for details, stay tuned. Welcome back. My name is Hassan Shariq. I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant based in Mississauga, Canada. And through my firm, SHARIQ Immigration, we help people from around the world move to Canada on various permanent residency visas and temporary residence visas for Canada. If you're interested in any of these topics, do consider subscribing as I post videos about these topics very frequently and you can be benefited. Coming towards the topic for today's video, that is the common reasons for refusal on a Canadian visit visa application. Every year, hundreds and thousands of people from around the world apply for Canadian visitor visa. Some come to Canada for tourism, some come to Canada to meet their families, and because Canada has a large immigrant population, so there's a lot of people who are based here and their parents and siblings and close family are based in some other country. So, on family occasions, on the occasion of childbirth, even when somebody's sick, for somebody's graduation, there are a lot of family members outside Canada who wish to travel and be with their loved ones in Canada. And there's a lot of people who come here for business, attending conferences, meeting with other businesses. So all these people apply for Canadian visitor visa. Many of them get approved, and then there are rejections as well. So first, let's quickly have a look at what the officer is actually looking at when they review a Canadian visitor visa application file. And this will help us understand some of the common reasons and how to go about those. So number one, Canadian visit visa application is a temporary visa application, which means that the person is entitled to come to Canada for a short time period and then go back. And this is one of the big reasons why applications are refused. Whenever you submit an application and you're not able to convince the officer through your submission or through the documents that you've attached, that the likelihood is that you will come to Canada and then you'll stay back in Canada and you'll not go back to where you came from or where you belong to, the country that you belong to. The officer is going to refuse the visa because one of the tasks of all these immigration visa officer is to try and keep people away from any country that they feel that who are going to come and then breach the immigration rules and not leave. So in your application, you have to be presenting convincing enough argumentation, supporting documentation that you will come to Canada for the particular purpose that you have mentioned, be it tourism, be it meeting family, be it business. You'll do that and then you'll leave back. Secondly, because you're coming to Canada for a short term and you're not entitled to work in Canada, not entitled to the social benefits of Canada, so you are going to undertake a trip wherein you'll spend on your travel, like airfares or road travel if you're coming from US. And you're also going to be requiring, boarding and lodging and food and all these. So it is very important for the officer to be convinced that you have enough financial resources to undertake this particular trip. And if you have any dependents back home, that you will be able to, provide for all their costs while you're away. So whenever you apply for a visitor visa, whatever the purpose is, number one, you have to make sure that you're able to present your bank statement, your financials that prove that you have enough funds to cover the trip cost So it could be airfare if you're planning on staying for 10 days, the hotel and all that, the food and basics. And then there are enough funds beyond that that can be used to cover the cost for your family when you're away. And this is not just the bank statement. The officers are looking at a holistic picture. So, somebody who has a steady job, has a business, every month the bank statement shows that money is coming, money is going, they have assets in their name. Even if they have a small amount, just about the amount to cover the cost of the trip, it's perfectly fine. But if somebody doesn't have a job, they don't have a lot of assets, things are not all that in shape, and they have a larger bank deposit, just the fact that they have enough money to cover the cost of this particular trip might not be accepted, because now the officer feels that this person is not economically established in the country of residence or country of origin, and they might stay back and not leave Canada, the first reason of refusal that I mentioned. Other than this, it is very important to establish your family ties in your country of origin or country of residence. And officers, while assessing this, also have a look at your family ties within Canada. So if somebody who's single, maybe in their early 20s, and applying for a Canadian visit visa, and they have most of their siblings based in Canada, maybe their parents are based in Canada as well now, and they don't have much family, close family back home, the chances are their visa could be refused. So these are some of the common reasons why Canadian visit visa application can be refused. I hope I've been able to provide some valuable information. If that's the case, do consider liking and subscribing. For any questions, post them in the comment section, and I'll soon be back with another video on Canadian immigration. Till that time, take good care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye-bye.